Today we're going to show you how to align multiple vocals instantly in Studio One 5.1.2 or later using the VST3 ARA version of VocAlign Ultra. If you're using an older version of Studio One, please refer to the VocAlign Ultra manual for instructions on how to capture audio with previous versions of Studio One. This video is to help you get started. More in-depth tutorials can be found on our website. Today we're going to align the timing and pitch of some doubles to a lead vocal performance. Let's listen to what we're working with before we do any processing.
Oh big boy, you really went and broke my heart. I'm no toy, and now we're satellites apart. You got some growing up to do, had a lucky escape from you. Oh big boy, you got a tiny, tiny heart.
As you can hear, there are some timing and pitch differences between the doubles and the lead vocal, which we can fix in seconds with VocAlign Ultra. Let's start by selecting the vocals that we want to align together. In this case, that's a lead and 7 doubles. Once our tracks are selected, we click on Audio in the top menu and then Edit with VocAlign. VocAlign Ultra should then appear in the dock under your arrangement. At this point, it's worth noting that you can access the manual at any time by clicking the question mark in the top right corner of the VocAlign Ultra plugin. The next step is to transfer our lead and double vocals from Studio One into VocAlign Ultra to be aligned. In VocAlign Ultra, we refer to the lead vocal as the guide and the tracks like doubles, backgrounds and harmonies as the dubs. Select your lead or guide audio in Studio One and then press the capture button next to the guide label in VocAlign Ultra. As Studio One supports drag and drop, you can also just drag the events straight into VocAlign Ultra. You can now see the guide waveform has been successfully loaded into VocAlign Ultra as seen here in blue. If you're working with multiple dubs, we recommend you select a suitable preset in VocAlign Ultra before capturing your dubs, as further processing changes are applied to each dub individually. Now we select the doubles or dub vocal audio in Studio One and then click the capture button next to the dub label in VocAlign Ultra. You can now see the dub waveforms have been successfully loaded into VocAlign Ultra and are shown here in orange. Once your guide and dubs have been captured, newly aligned audio outputs are automatically created and returned to Studio One. The new outputs are shown here in yellow. You can also see the blue outline of the guide has been placed over the top of the outputs, so you can quickly compare how similar the signals are. As we said previously, once you capture your dubs, any changes you make in the VocAlign Ultra plugin will be applied to the currently selected dub. To change the settings for an individual dub, just select the dub track in Studio One and then adjust the settings in the VocAlign plugin. You can always check the dub which you're changing the settings for by referring to this label here. As we're using the ARA2 version of VocAlign, the audio in Studio One has been automatically updated. So to listen to the results, we just need to press play. But first, let's listen to how our vocals sounded before.
Oh big boy, you really went and broke my heart. I'm no toy, and now we're satellites apart. You got some growing up to do, had a lucky escape from you. Oh big boy, you got a tiny, tiny heart.
And then after being processed by VocAlign Ultra.
Oh big boy, you really went and broke my heart. I'm no toy, and now we're satellites apart. You got some growing up to do, had a lucky escape from you. Oh big boy, you've got a tiny, tiny heart.
Great, that is sounding much better. So once you're happy with the results, simply render your audio in Studio One by selecting Bounce Selection, so your newly created files are saved with your project. It really is that easy. Now all that's left to do is to listen to our newly processed vocals in context.
Oh big boy, you really went and broke my heart. I'm no toy, and now we're satellites apart. You got some growing up to do, had a lucky escape from you. Oh big boy, you got a tiny, tiny heart.
We hope that's been helpful and please visit our website for more tutorials.